First round of the NBA playoffs is sealed and done. We done had a real interesting first round so far. We done had 3 7-game series and overall just great hoops on both ends, the East and the West. Some superstars have been made and we ain't even hit the semifinals. I'm gonna pull up my bracket to let y'all see I've been putting up wild numbers other than just one series. Everything was green on my bracket except the Denver Nuggets. Everybody else made it to the next round. That Denver and Minnesota series was good though, even though I would have liked to see them go at it fully healthy. You had injuries on both sides. We had Dante DiVincenzo tear his Achilles in game 4. We had Ant Edwards go down with a knee hyperextension. Aaron Gordon had some soreness in his hamstring. But the matter of fact is that Denver got beat by the Anthony Edwards Timberwolves. Jaden McDaniels backed up everything he was saying in the post-game interview.
Jokic, Jamal, all the bad defenders, Tim Hardaway, Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon, the whole team. Yeah, they're all bad defenders.
He turned it up a notch on both sides of the ball and he scored 32 when they needed him most in a closeout game. Surprisingly, Rudy Gobert actually had a good series. He slowed down Jokic, and it's crazy that Jokic being slowed down and neutralized is still 26, 13, and 9.5 assists a game. But nevertheless, they couldn't get it done, and Jamal Murray just ain't show up Game 7 like he usually does. Speaking of superstars being made, we gotta mention Cade Cunningham. Bro, Cade is officially a superstar in my book. He just came down from 3-1, put the team on his back, and he averaged 32, 6 and 6 to win the series. Like, he for sure a special player. You could put a lot of great players in that predicament and they not doing what he did with that team, especially off a ruptured lung. Yeah, Brody got my respect for sure. And that's exactly why he in my top 3 for MVP voting. Like, he basically the engine that's making them go. He gonna be hard to deal with for Cleveland, and Cleveland better be prepared because they got to go on the road to beat that Detroit team that's already rolling with confidence coming back from 3-1. Speaking of Cleveland Cavaliers, they just came out of a series where they played 7 games against the Raptors, and that series was real gritty. The Raptors really made them work for it, but Donovan Mitchell can't perform like he did against the Raptors against Detroit. No way. They got Asar Thompson that's a runner-up and Defensive Player of the Year, and he gonna try to lock him up. And not just Donovan Mitchell, James Harden too. In my opinion, it's gonna be another one of them 7-game series in my eyes. But I think Cleveland can do it if they get to shut down Jalen Duren, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. If I'm Cleveland, I'm forcing Cade Cunningham to do it all. They gotta make him feel like how Jimmy Butler was feeling in the 2020 bubble. But the Knicks and Sixers is matched up in the semifinals. Hey, I told y'all that Philly had it in them. Go check the last video. They went down 3-1 to Boston and still got it done. I knew it wasn't no answer for Tyrese Maxey, and Joel had came back game 4. There's nobody on the Celtics roster that could check Embiid. I don't care if he's 70%. He too skilled, and Boston don't have no real center. And VJ Edgecombe was hooping for a rookie. I'm not gonna lie. He definitely is poised. And Paul George was getting his off too. Everybody thought I was insane for that pick, but it happened just how I played it out. But the series with the Knicks and 76ers gonna be a good one for sure. I just don't know if Jalen Brunson gonna be able to stick Maxey. And a healthy Embiid don't really have no answer to guard him in the NBA. But if Philly went into game 7 in the Garden and won, I really don't think they should have no problem playing on the road at Madison Square Garden. And the Spurs took care of business versus the Trailblazers. And man, the Spurs is an all-around good team for real. Because Wemby missed a game with that concussion from that very hard fall that he took in game 2, but they really didn't miss a beat at all. Adding D Fox in his prime was such a great move, and it really showed me that they in a win now mode and there's like no need to wait. With a player like Wemby on your team, it's not really far-fetched for you to get a ring like within this decade. But the Spurs got to play the Wolves, who beat the Nuggets, and man, Rudy Gobert got to go through a gauntlet to get that chip that he wants. That's gonna be a tough task for Minnesota because Ant is questionable right now, and you need him to play every game of that series to be able to really compete with the San Antonio Spurs. If Ant is not healthy every game, that's gonna be their downfall, and I think the Spurs can eventually end up getting to them in like 5 or 6 games. I did not forget about them Lakers. I don't know why y'all still doubt LeBron. I don't care if he's 45 or not, bro. It's LeBron James we talking about. At 41 years old, he showed he could still be the best player on the court in the playoffs, which is crazy to say. I was hoping to see a KD versus Bron matchup, but it didn't play out that way. And the Rockets, they stole a few games, but overall, Lakers was just too dominant. And they got OKC next round, who put a beating on the Suns first round. I wonder if Luka Doncic is gonna be back. You know, that's something to pay attention to, along with Jalen Williams on OKC side. That's gonna play a huge role in how this series end up going. Now, I do think LeBron and Reeves can steal a few games just strictly off of Jalen Williams being out for OKC. A lot of the media is saying that he got a chance to come back in game 3. I hate how injuries been robbing us from seeing these teams play at full strength for real, but that's just how it goes in the playoffs. But this is a series that's really hard to call for real, but I'm gonna have to go Lakers in 7 because I think Luka gonna come back like probably game 5-ish, maybe game 4 for real. They might be hiding his status, to be honest. We've had some pretty good games this first round, but I think the best is yet to come for this playoffs. One more thing I gotta say is the refs gotta swallow the whistle a little bit more, because I've been seeing a lot of these petty calls and technicals. It's the playoffs. We ain't trying to consistently watch them go back and forth to the ref table all game. Like, a little bit of physicality and trash talking is what we trying to see as fans, for real. But I'm gonna tap back in with the class a little later.